Just remember to name your ship Sacrificial Lamb as you go forth,
Yeah.
as the wormhole collapses behind you.
Oh, just jump, you stupid thing. Ooh. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Okay, there's no enemy ships at the other end.
Well, that's always reassuring.
Okay. I'm also now properly cloaked. Lots of customs office for planetary interaction, but okay. So I mean, if you want to come through, there doesn't look like there's any issues at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to do a normal system scan,
Okay.
and then I'll build a safe spot. When you come
Now,
through, yeah, go on.
now, did we remember to bookmark the wormhole this time?
Well, I remembered to bookmark it the last time I was in there, just not the last time I was in here with you, because nobody saw me warp through. Forget to bookmark the wormhole, and by the time I found it, it had collapsed. Nobody saw that one, so hopefully I'm going to be
Oh,
able
I
to keep
won't
that a
bring it up
secret.
then.
No, because if we bring up that I had to scan down a second wormhole, and I ended up at the other side of the galaxy, but somehow managed to survive, that'd be slightly embarrassing, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Absolutely not.
No, live that down. Oh, the wormhole made a funny noise. That I assume means you've arrived. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, well that's interesting. There you are. I would cloak if I were you.
Already have.
You were visible for a long time then.
Yeah, when I double clicked in the middle of the screen to choose a direction, it decided to open my inventory instead of going
Joy.
in that direction.
Right, well I'm gonna walk to a planet and start making some bookmarks, because you make a safe spot, I'll make a safe spot, we'll meet at the safe spot, and then swap.
And then realise the wormhole's gone.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Right,
Um
bookmark time. After all, we wouldn't want to forget.
shh. Just be quiet. Don't want to hear any of your cheek. Okay. Now, one thing that I've remembered that I kind of learnt but forgot before was when I was last in Eve all those years ago. The best way to make a mid-jump bookmark is to actually switch to the solar system view, because you can see yourself mid-warp.
I agree.
And then what I can do is select a planet and warp to within a certain distance of it.
Warp drive active.
Places, add location, and it's only when you hit the submit that it actually makes the bookmark. Come on. There. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. This whole trying futilely not to end up getting raped later. This is just. Why do we do this? Because I can't imagine this is a particularly good idea.
Because it's funny and it gives us something to talk about.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, now I'm gonna. See, the problem with wormhole space is.
It's wormhole space.
I was thinking of something a bit more specific. Like, it's not very nice.
Yeah, that is pretty much the summary of what the problem is.
Yeah, but it's new for me. You've actually got some more experience of this than I have, so I don't know what you're.
Oh, that's actually not a bad safe spot.
Okay, so I want to walk to 8. Oh, like that one.
I suppose the interesting question is there actually anybody in system?
Well, that's the thing. You can't tell without using ship scanning thingies.
Well, you can use the directional scanner and set it to a ridiculous range and angle. There is a control tower here and a cheese factory.
A cheese factory.
I kid you not. Do a scan.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of doing a scan based on what you've just told me. Right.
If I knew, if I could find a way to link this, I would.
Why are these things? Why do people make these things to break my mind?
Warp drive active.
Oh, dear, that is just brilliant. It really is.
It's as. Have you noticed that Concord don't like walnuts?
Walnuts.
Their customs officers refuse to import or export walnuts. There's loads of other sensible things like weapons and drugs and stuff like that, but walnuts also are bad. I don't know why. Just any of these customs office, just do an info on it. Now that is a super safe spot. Well, you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to call this safe spot Alpha, and you can call yours safe spot Beta or something.
I have a naming convention.
What is that naming convention?
Safe spots begin with SS, and then it's the system name.
Yeah.
Wormholes are WH.
Well, WH is obvious.
Yeah,
but
it's just my very simplistic way of keeping track of them. So when I bring up a system with an absolute shiteload of bookmarks, not that we're supposed to do that anymore,
no.
I can tell what's what.
Yeah, because what we need to do is when we go back to pick up the cruisers, we'll swap the bookmarks, and then we've got multiple safe spots. We need multiple safe spots. Okay, and that one is, although it looks like it's in line with the other one, it's actually not.
Do you want something better than an inline safe spot? Then?
No, I've got plenty better than an inline safe spot. I've got 2 now.
Okay, I'm starting to do some scanny stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to warp to one of my. I'm on an inline safe spot at the moment, but I'm just going to warp to one of my other better safe spots. Okay. And then I can start depositing probes.
This is a big system. Oh no, I lie. It's not that big.
How could you lie to me that way?
It's because when I first actually activated the probe, it had remembered the previous setting and came up at 1 AU.
You disgust me. You totally
I
disgust
looked at it and thought, wow, this system is huge. And then it's kind of like, oh, actually, no, it's not.
Okay.
Oops. Lots of stuff.
Okay. Wait.
Right near me.
Just wait a second while I deposit probes. Excrete probes.
I'm near the star at the moment doing my scans.
Okay, there we go. Okay, cloaked probes deposited. Let's kick some ass and see if we can find something useful. We'll no doubt find stuff, but whether or not it's good stuff or bad stuff, we'll only know when we've got our most valuable ships in the system.
You mean stuff that shoots and kills us?
Yeah, stuff that makes us explode.
Ah, explodey stuff.
Well, not explodey stuff, exploder stuff. Yeah, because the exploders make the explodees explode.
Life is nothing without symmetry.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my shit! Now there's massive amounts of stuff in this system. You were right.
Yes, it's better to head away from the really busy systems a lot of the time.
I mean, this was pretty much how. This is loads of stuff. Right. Okay. What are you tracking down at the moment? Which signature?
I'm rescanning, so bear with me.
Well, I've got one that's quite strong, so I'm having FVF.
Yes, I can see that one as well. In that case, I will head after the next one, which is HZM.
HZM.
I'm trying to say it with a bad accent. Hates ZM.
I don't know. What do we think? Do we believe him? Do we believe him, or was that an Americanism? I'm not sure. Not sure.
You say that like I care. I mean,
If you truly cared, I probably wouldn't say anything.
that's probably true.
Unless I didn't care. So you'd have to. So it's either you don't care and I do, or I don't and you do. At which
It does
point,
not
then I
care.
will.
Well, why has that become a standing joke? I'm not sure, but it has.
He's got expert timing.
Yes.
Am I actually
You don't-
probing for the right thing here?
I don't know.
I just kind of like spotted a dot and went for it. I think I clicked on the right one first.
Noob.
Oh, it's a LADAR site, so that means it's a gas cloud. Ignore it. We don't have any gas cloudiness about us.
No.
Right, I'm gonna go for C. No, hang on, that's a horrible one because it's a circular one. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna go for. Oh no, which one did you go for? I've found yours, but in 2 spots. Okay, I'm gonna go for GVF.
You see how I managed to answer that question without even speaking?
Just leave me long enough, and I'll fumble around and get to the answer myself.
Okay. This one shouldn't be too hard, he says. Famous last
I
words.
was about to say you didn't fare too well the last time.
That last signature was tiny.
Let's hope it's not an indication of the overall strength of the wormhole.
Look, just accept the fact that it will be.
Yeah, true. Okay, we've got a load of LADAR sites. Okay, CVF is a LADAR site, so there's no point going for that. And DVF is also a LADAR site. Oh, they're all just going to be crap, aren't they? So, ignore result. Ignore result. And which one was I going to go for again? GVF. Okay, I still don't know what GVF is, so hopefully it's not a LADAR site.
Yeah, because as we've discovered, they're crap.
Well, I've never actually visited a LADAR site, but
I haven't actually seen a gas cloud yet, I do
No.
have to confess.
all
but
I know is that you need gas harvesty things, and we don't have gas harvesty things. Apparently, you could make powerful drugs out of it.
they're the ones boosters.
Drugs. Let's put it this way: it's space drugs.
Yeah, it's crack for Eve.
Yes. Yeah. Quite. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to sniff anything that's been in deep space inside a wormhole. Something that's come out of a worm's hole. I just don't want to be sniffing that shit. I really don't.
There's a bad joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it.
Oh, of course not. And you're not going to point it out either. No.
Absolutely
no,
not.
That'd be terrible. Okay, I found something. And I assume it's good.
Is it a LADAR site?
Better fucking not be. Don't know more bloody LADAR sites. No, at this point, I'm at half an AU scanning radius now, so I don't think it can be a LADAR site. LADAR sites are reasonably easy to find, it would appear. I mean, I've eliminated 3 of them already. Anyway, haven't you found HZM yet?
I'm annoyingly at 99.6%.
Oh, this one's a mag site, so they're gonna.
Oh, and this one is an unstable wormhole.
The one time we don't actually want a wormhole, you have to go and find one. Aren't you
won't.
clever?
You know,
Bookmark it anyway.
Yes, I was just looking at it thinking, you know what, we might as well get it.
Yeah, bookmark it. Find out where it goes. If it's got a designation other than K162, we might have an idea. Right, Forgotten Perimeter Habitation Module. I have found, and it's a mag site, which basically means I think that's hacking tools and possibly salvaging.
Have you got a salvage mod on the ship you have in mind?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you are a good Boy Scout.
But the thing is, I think it'd be better if you had it, since you've got better salvaging skills than me.
It would do if I actually had a spare high slot.
well, you can make a spare high slot. And then, I suppose. See, I want a probe launcher as well, but I ain't got very many high slots. Okay, right. Ignore that result now, because I've got the bookmark. Whoa. Are there any other things? That's the only problem. I can't flatten the arrangement of probes against the stellar disk.
Well, you know what? I don't know. It's just gone 10 o'clock now. So, shall we just have a go at the one that we found?
Can do.
Is it worth a scout?
The mag site, I would say so. Let me recall my stuff. And close that map. Now the scanner, there's the chat. I don't need chat. Okay, all the probes are in. Okay, right. I've got 2 safe spots and a mag site and the home wormhole. That's good. Yep, right. Let me scout out. Space is a lullaby. Exploration a dream. The motionless environments beyond the wormholes are places of refuge, retirement, safety, stasis. Nestled in this corner, a comfortable dead space pocket, something ancient resides. A society asleep, their secret structures inert and isolated, safe in soundless void. And there's various other stuff as well. These ruins those away, blah 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 blah.
Come here and you will die.
There's nightmares here. Okay, there's 3 cruisers and 4 frigates.
Ooh.
And there's 5 cans, which it's a battered hulk of metal may contain some kind of relic. Oh, archaeology then. So if you want to warp to like 10k of me, you can find the name of the site as well. Because I didn't actually record the name of the site, which was absent of me. In fact, I'm like 16k off a can, but there's no way I'd be able to get it.
No. Forgotten perimeter habitation coils, it says.
Forgotten perimeter hab coils. I'll do some research on that. As in, I'll just open up the browser and search for it. Of course, we could, still be being watched as we speak. Well, that's the wormhole database. I don't need that. And there's some hideous advert for me losing weight.
Well, you are a bit of a lard boy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I don't have to turn sideways to get through doors. I have to rotate 360. That doesn't make sense, but that's it.
Somehow it happens. Hey, wormhole space, anything's possible.
I don't have to worry about the mass of my ship when travelling through wormhole space. I have to worry about my own ass. or something along those lines that would be equally meaningless. Right. Wormhole space Eve. I don't know what to call it. Site listing, I suppose. I don't bloody know.
Actually, you know, that while I'm sitting here, I do actually have.
Oh, start again.
Do have a website linked that does have a lot of this sort of stuff in it.
Yeah, there's lists of it, and I can't remember where the information is. Is it Eve Uni, Eve Survival, W Space Reports, Case Space, blah blah. Oh, here we go. What we got here? We've got Perimeter, which is a low difficulty. That's good. Blah blah blah. Let's have a look at that. Oh, great. It advertises it as the best thing since that, and it's a dead link. Great.
Right.
That's the wormhole types. System intel. Goodness sakes. Give me a break. Oh, here we go.
How do I know what class signature it was?
It doesn't matter. It's got perimeter in it. That means it's easy. Forgotten perimeter.
Ah. Aha, I
Oh,
found
here we
it.
go. It's a class 2,
It is.
so it's a bit more difficult.
Um,
Okay. We end up with a battleship at the end. Two battleships. I don't know whether we'll... I'm going to bring my Drake. We need an archaeology module as well, which narrows it down a little bit. I'm bringing my Drake. If you can spare that mid slot, I need it for my tank.
Well, I've got the analyzer mod in there at the minute. That's the right one,
That's
isn't
the
it?
correct one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think we can handle that?
I don't remember how much damage they do.
A lot. I could at a pinch solo that at a pinch in my Drake, so we should be all right with a Drake and whatever you're bringing along. It was something similar to this that I did before, but there were quite a few. There was some other stuff thing.
You know what we forgot to do again? We forgot to pick up the remote repping drones.
Don't
Never
they get
mind.
targeted, or is it only if they attack?
Maintenance drones. That's it. Technically, they can be targeted,
Because
but
mine got wasted the last time.
better them than us. You know.
Okay, I'm going to warp within... Are you at the site now? Can you see them?
I am indeed.
I'm going to warp to within 100 of the wormhole. This is important that I've learned from the last time. Okay. Now, what I want to do is when I arrive, I want you to warp to within 100 of me.
Yes, I know what you're planning.
Yeah, well, I told you before. And if we've then got that safe spot, 200 from the wormhole, we should then, in theory, be able to warp to that, see if the gate's camped, the wormhole's camped, but still then be able to get away if it is. And at 200, I think you can still then warp to the wormhole.
If you're more than 100 away, more than 150 away, I think you can
Something like
warp to it.
Okay, there's nothing there at the moment, and I'm 100 kilometers away. So warp to 100 of me, and then create a bookmark. And I'm gonna... What are you doing with your microphone?
Hold on.
I'm alone. Don't leave me here.
I'm back.
Oh, thank God for that.
Abandon you out here in a -1 system.
Oh, have you warped to me yet?
I am just coming out of warp.
Oh, good.
And
'Cause
I am 200, well, close to 200k away.
Does it give you the option to go warp to the wormhole?
It does indeed.
Cool, okay. Bookmark that location. And then I'm going to see if I can warp to you, and then we can both warp to the wormhole.
Hold on. Save that point.
Oh, hang on, let's cancel that a second.
You shouldn't be able to warp straight to me. You'll have to go somewhere else first.
I've moved away. I'm 125 from you, so I'm thinking that I might be able to do it.
I think you need to be 150.
We shall see. I think you might be right. Okay, I'm going to keep heading toward the wormhole then, which will be away from you. So yeah, you just hang out there.
Fine. I didn't want you to stay here anyway.
Now. We are both going to die in here. You do know that, don't you?
That's why I'm going to get my cruiser to bring through.
I'm just
to
thinking.
help protect us.
I'm just thinking, shall I grab a mower? Would a mower be a better idea than a coracle?
Probably, if it's fitted right. It depends whether you've got something already fitted.
No, I'm going to grab my Drake. I might as well. At the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter what I bring. I'm going to lose it if we get ganked anyway, so I might as well bring something that it can at least handle the sights. Well, the sight, anyway.
Yes, the sheer sight of them. Are you there yet?
Nearly. And while I'm staying cloaked, I've got only 443 speed, so...
Tell you what, to make life easier, I'll start heading in the opposite direction.
Here we go, right. 157 kilometers. So it's just over 150, 150-ish, something like that. I've warped to 10k from you. So like away from the wormhole. Whee. So now we can warp to the wormhole. Because that was the bugger, you see. When I left, standard light interdictors had only just come about, you know what I mean? They'd only
Yes.
just been released, and I hadn't even flown one. I'd kind of trained the beginnings of the skill. And that was basically it. I'm warping to the wormhole now.
Are we jumping straight through?
Yeah, I'm going to 0. But of course, heavy interdictors, there you are.
They take the bubble with them when they fly.
Yes, and the thing is, if you try and walk into the bubble, you don't. You basically hit the outside of the bubble. So I ended up 20 kilometers away from the wormhole, surrounded by various cruisers. Well, not surrounded, and then they just pounced on me, basically.